Blackstone Audio presents The Coming Economic Collapse. How you can thrive when oil costs $200 a barrel. By Stephen Leeb, Ph.D., with Glenn Strathern. Author's Note. It may surprise you to learn that I did not want to write this book. Moreover, I hope the premise and everything I forecast turn out to be dead wrong. Everyone, including me, will be much better off if that is true. The problem is that all the evidence shows I am right. In early 2004, I published a book called The Oil Factor, which I intended to be an investment guide for the next few years. It was clear to me at the time that analysts had severely underestimated future demand for oil and overestimated potential supply. I felt this growing mismatch between supply and demand for oil, and natural gas as well, would lead to much higher energy prices. Though I recommended a few alternative energy stocks, I wasn't trying to proselytize for alternative energies. After all, The Oil Factor was primarily an investment book. I hoped readers would find the ideas valuable and make some money in oil, while the rest of the world took action on the energy problem. I had an abiding faith that the markets and government would react appropriately once the crisis was recognized. In other words, it seemed clear all we needed was a wake-up call, and either industry, or more likely, a consortium of industry and government, would embark on a crash program to develop wind and other alternative energies. In the 2 years since then, energy, as I expected, has performed extremely well. My prediction of oil at $100 a barrel, which many found so outlandish in 2004, now seems well within reach. So why shouldn't I just take a bow and quit? Because I have realized the oil situation is much more important than an investment theme. It is evolving into a civilization-threatening crisis. What made this clear to me was the one question I had the most trouble answering during interviews and discussions about the oil factor. Why are you the only one, or at best one of a very small minority, who sees the oil crisis unfolding? After all, if it...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?